And Joe.
Don't fuck around and go on a cruise either. They're gonna play this shit back to wobble, all this shit.
It'll be better than I was about to say.
Get in there. Yeah. Get in there.
Get the fuck out there. Nigga, I would jump off this fucking boat and drown myself if I got to listen to that shit another goddamn time. Like this shit like 5 times a day. Like it's crazy.
What it do? And welcome back. A long time no see. They gonna feel me, family. It's been a minute. We sorry. Not sorry. I know y'all been waiting. We've been waiting to give you the content.
Welcome back.
Oh, niggas.
Damn, you gotta talk to our people
Kanye,
like that.
Fuck Kanye, I'm still the same.
Well, damn.
It's the They Gon' Feel Me podcast, back with another episode. This is episode 54. Don't think we forgot where we left off at. We still coming back with fire content. We still coming back with the amazing puns. Everything that you need, you're gonna get it right here. But of course, you cannot forget to like, subscribe, share it so, I ain't forget, your mama can see it, your daddy can see it, your auntie can see it, that hoe on the corner can see it, your ugly stepchild can see it, and we finna get into the episode. Oh, my bad, I forgot to introduce us. It's me. Me as always, except this time I'm patient zero, so forgive me if you hear me. I'm good, though. Just go subscribe to my GoFundMe, drop a couple dollars. We're gonna be good. I got my boy Rob right next to me. I got my boy Reezy below me, and then I got the cat whisperer Al C in the building.
Hey,
y'all boys ready?
Let's get it.
Sir.
I said, are y'all boys ready?
Yeah,
Man,
Shout out to all the
Oh,
family, by the way, celebrating Mardi Gras. You know, I got my colors
Yes,
on.
sir.
You know, I can't be there, but you know, drink a hand grenade for me. Let's get to these motherfucking topics.
Well, listen, man, it's only right that we introduce it and we start the first topic off with, what the hell y'all been up to, man? Where y'all been? Why the hell y'all just disappeared like that? I've been calling niggas' phones. Niggas ain't been answering. My own brother wasn't even picking up the goddamn phone. I thought Thanos snapped the fingers, some shit. Niggas just disappeared.
Y'all breaking up. First the fat boy broke up. Now what is y'all doing?
Could have sworn I saw Reezy on his own podcast or some more shit. I said, oh, this nigga just went Hollywood.
Said, forget these niggas, man. Start my own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Rob went and ran for governor.
I was gonna be the Omarion of the group. You know, I was gonna
Touch.
You know, yeah.
Boy, gonna get into a battle. Who's gonna be your Mario? Nigga that
Probably Rob. You know, so like talking about that goddamn vent all the time. You know.
He sure ain't bring the vent back. He's supposed to bring the goddamn great.
Yeah, what event? What event?
The event ain't.
You left
The
in
event ain't ever coming back.
so like no
The event ain't never
airplanes in the
coming back.
background, cool.
Yeah.
Man, let
What
the
y'all
folk
boys been
know.
up to though, man? What y'all
I mean,
boys
man,
been up
this,
to?
you know what I'm saying? Niggas took a little break for the
Niggas in
for the
Paris?
winter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, went to Paris. Me and the wife. You know what I'm saying? And lived it up a little bit. But you know, same old. You know what I'm saying? Working, living, trying to survive. Eggs, $10,000. So you know, gotta be out here hustling, trying to make ends meet, man, so we can eat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just been out here living, traveling, and just trying to make 2023, you know, one of the best years ever. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I could be honest enough to say that the last couple of months of 2022 were a bitch for me personally. I lost a classmate. Then after that, lost one. You know, me and Rob, we lost an LB. And then after that, like in Memphis, one of my cousins, you know, unfortunately, he got murdered just before his graduation. And then there was some shakeups with like my career. It was just everything was just going wrong all at one time. And I'm gonna be honest, I went to a kind of a dark place. You know, I can't lie about it, can't sugarcoat it. And fortunately, through prayer, family, just being faithful and sticking to my grind, everything bounced back, and I'm flourishing now. So, I will say though,
That's what's up,
as
man.
a byproduct, make sure y'all take care of y'all's mental health, and but keep the faith.
That's what
Don't
we
stop.
stand for, man. Our condolences
Don't-
to you for sure, too.
Don't stop.
Yes, sir.
To both
Yes,
of
sir.
y'all, because I remember
Yeah.
y'all sending a message out with one of
Yeah,
them
into
just
the
to
group
keep
me.
y'all up to date. We were actually gonna do an episode in November. That's when y'all lost y'all's LB, right? Wasn't it in November?
Beginning of this December, wasn't it? Like
It was somewhere around in that time because I remember we were supposed
Yeah, I
to do
know
the
we
show.
was
Yeah.
supposed to.
We were supposed to do
Yeah.
that show that Sunday, and then y'all had told us about it, and me and my brother was like, "Nah, I ain't got to worry about it. We'll just put it off." And then we just never got back on. So our condolences to both of y'all for sure.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
go ahead, Rob. Tell us what you've been up to.
I mean, basically, Alcy alluded to it because November, toward the end of November, we had a high school classmate that we went to school with, actually high school, and then he went on to Mississippi Valley State with us and marched in the band with us, and he died. And then just like maybe 2 to 3 weeks later, our line brother, rest in peace, Swole, aka Arthur Davis, much love, but he passed away. And like I said, we marched in the band with him. And so like, and the stark thing about it is that both of those guys were in our age range. And so a lot of times when death comes or whatever, you always think it can't happen. It can't happen to you, or, until it comes to your doorstep and, you realize your own mortality, and you start to think about it like, man, you know what, that could have been me. So then you start to do a self inventory like, hey, am I taking good care of my health? Am I exercising? Am I eating? Am I eating right? Do I need to get some of this weight, up off me? Stress, because, stress is a silent killer, depending on what kind of job you have, what kind of your home life, home situation or whatever, to basically, I'll say anybody, like, if you can, start eliminating stress in your life. If there's anything undue, that's causing you undue stress, get it out, get it away from your life, get it away from you. Make your life as stressless as possible. But then, come to the new year, I made it, I did a 3-week fast, and, I had made it up in my mind that I was going to do better in my relationship with God, read the Bible more than I have been doing, and just develop that relationship, a little bit better, because like I said, it just shakes you when things hit close to home. You start thinking like, hey, how many more years do you have, and you want to do something positive with those years, and make the time that you have left, count for something. So a lot of introspection goes on when you lose people that are close to you.
Yeah, most definitely. Oh, well, I guess that leaves me, man. I really haven't been up to much of nothing, man. Getting ready to start another job here soon. Y'all mentioned stress. I left my job that I moved down here to Austin for. It just was not for your boy. I was way too stressed and wasn't making the money that I was promised I was gonna make, which kind of, you know what I'm saying, I had a nigga moment with a couple of my people. I was finna whoop some ass, but I didn't. Okay, so but I left my job. I got a couple things to get worked out before I start working my new job here soon. So outside of that, man, we really just been coming together as a team, me and my wife, because we see where we want to move to from where we're at now. So we're really just coming together, trying to get things paid off, get things put in perspective and put in order, so we can move seamlessly without having to say, hey, can we get help here? Hey, can we get help there? Working with our son, man, he just got in basketball. So that's one of the reasons why I'm sick. I was helping coach their little youth basketball league one day. Fucked around and caught a cold from one of them little greasy ass kids. But it was actually fun.
Hi, MJ.
Them little greasy kids got me sick, cuz it's all good though. It was fun though, man. I could definitely see myself in the future kind of coaching a little league team or something like that. It was cool, man, being out there. I just, me, I'm a goofy dude anyway, so I just love being around kids. I love kids. So, but outside of that, man, really just been, bringing in 2023, trying to get back healthy and everything like that. I don't know if y'all had the ice storm in Houston, but I got to witness firsthand how trash Austin Energy is. Nigga was without power for 6 days straight. But it finally got restored. So that's another reason why we're trying to move directly out of the city of Austin. But, man, outside of that, bro, we just been living, like y'all said, just trying to make ends
that
meet.
Move ain't going to help you, my nigga. Sorry.
I moved.
Texas is trash.
Shout out to your boy Greg Abbott.
Tesla battery, nigga.
I see, cuz.
Yeah.
Boy, every day I logged on, Austin Energy was trending. I said, boy, this is ridiculous. Oh, and Governor Abbott said, look, I know I got thousands. I know I got 164,000 people without power, but let me ban TikTok right quick, because we can't be giving our information to China.
Priorities.
Oh, Mark ass, no legs having ass bitch. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the episode, man. So, we done got past that. Speaking of no legs having ass, bitch, let's talk about no air. Fuck you talking about? It has nothing to do with the topic. It has nothing to do with the topic. But anyway, man, let's talk about Chris Brown and this whole situation that was going on from people trying to cancel him. All right, so of course he did a song with Chloe Bailey. And what's your girl Keely Williams, the one that got a train ran on her by B2K, came out and was talking about him, saying that, he's a woman beater, this, that, and the third, wop the bam. And Chris came back and he fired some shots. He said that, y'all can't forgive him for some stuff that he did when he was an adolescent.
Where's that one shade room? God damn.
You missed that?
You missed that key piece of information?
She admitted to that.
She admitted to that one, my boy.
She the one to put that out there.
We do not shame here. We do not
I ain't
shame
shaming
here.
her. I ain't shaming her.
Hey, get them holes rammed.
People like eating a lot of pickles,
Hey, man. Some people like railroads, you know what I'm saying?
Some people like choo-choos. Choo-choo. They wouldn't be the little engine that could. Fuck you talking about. So, but anyway, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about the whole canceling Chris Brown thing, and he should not be on a song with any female R&B artist.
I mean, why are we even talking about this in 2023? Like, I agree with Chris Brown. Like, I mean, it's something that happened when he was 17. Has he been a model citizen since then? No, he hasn't been exactly the, poster child for goodness, but he hasn't, abused a woman, since then that I know of. So it's like, can we just?
There is the alleged stuff with the chick with the weird name, Karuchi. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, like, the dude hasn't done anything like that again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it hasn't been in headlines if he has. So I think, man, let's just move on. I think Keely, it seemed like, from her talking about, having B2K do what they did to her, and then now she trying to hop on Chris Brown. It seemed like she trying to get into the spotlight and maybe turn it into some kind of social media or some kind of career. I don't know what she's trying to do, but it just seemed like she's bringing a whole lot of negativity to herself and to the people that she's, involving in the things that she's saying. So, I mean, me personally, I think my biggest thing is if Rihanna forgave the man and, they've been seen multiple times out together, then why can't he be forgiven for what he's done? If the victim has forgiven him, then let's move on, people. Simple and plain.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's I echo those sentiments. Because you gotta think about it, man. 17 years old, and he's 33. He's 33 now. I mean, we've seen many different situations in which someone has done something egregious at the time, and they've served. You know, they've served their sentence or paid their time or done their dues or however you want to pay their debt to society or whatever. And you have to ask yourself, at what point do you move on? You know, because you think when you're a kid and your parents, well, you do something to get in trouble, your parents, hey, they give you a consequence. They whoop you or they put you on punishment or whatever, and you serve your time, and hey, bam, it's over. I'm moving on. You can't. This man, he be 80 years old, and you still talk. Well, when he was 17, you hear how silly, how silly that sounds. You keep holding something over somebody's head that they were doing when they were 17. Do we not afford other people grace? For mistakes? Because if we just keeping it real, I can speak for me. I'm not perfect. I never profess to be perfect, but we have too many people that like to look down their nose at other people when they have skeletons in their own closet. And if we looked at you, when you were 17 or when you were 19 or when you were 22, and some of the decisions that you made, some of the things that you did, and if they were public knowledge, I mean, would we be holding stuff? Would we be holding stuff against you? It makes no sense, because at the end of the day, we are all flawed human beings. There's no perfect human being walking the earth. Never has been, never will be. No one but Jesus Christ. And that's it. So anybody else walking around acting like they're holier than thou, they can take that. They can take it and shove it. At the end of the day, hey, let that man live his life. Let him go on, be happy. Let Chloe be happy. She's a fan of him. She's a fan of his. I saw a picture of her when, took a picture of him when she was younger. So she's always been a fan. So, I mean, keep it moving. It shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Didn't you bring up that, folks still harping on that? Meanwhile, like Blueface and Krishan Rock, they tuning each other up on social media and television, and ain't nobody saying enough about that. I mean, it's crazy the age we live in. Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is that it's not that I want to absolve Chris of any wrongdoing, but nobody wants to be held accountable for something they did when they were young and getting treated like, they were making adult level, decisions with a full adult brain at that time, especially when he's tried to be as positive as he possibly could, even despite his bouts with the law. But I mean, it brings up a conversation that can be had, but we haven't gotten better about how we navigate relationships between men, women, properly putting, I guess, domestic violence in its place. Like I said, with the Krishan Rock, Blueface situation we got going on. So, I mean, I just don't want. I feel as if at this point it's kind of a tired topic. I mean, the memes were funny, and the situation was kind of real, at the time. But I mean, I don't know. We send people to jail, prison for things like this. They're supposed to be correctional facilities, but then we don't expect any correcting to go on. We just want to punish them forever. And that doesn't seem, substantive like anything else. So I don't know. This Kill Lee Williams chick, I just kind of feel like it's kind of a stay relevant mark, almost just want to be seen, She got roasted as a byproduct. I think Breezy was kind of crazy for talking the way she talked. I think I'm tired of the broken promises.
You can never get tired of working so well.
I will say this too, though. And put this out unequivocally that, in general, and I think I can speak for everybody, none of us condone domestic violence.
Exactly.
None of us condone domestic violence. We don't feel either way. A man should put his hands on a female, and conversely, a female should not put her hands on a male either. But something, if something happens, you pay your debt to society, you move on, you learn from it. Now, if you continuous doing, okay, now you got a problem. We need to go get you some help, because it's quite apparent that you think it's okay to continually batter and, assault significant others. But hopefully, if you get convicted or caught, do your time, learn from it, move on, pick better significant others when you start to see red flags, instead of just, being enthralled like, oh my gosh, I just love her or I just love him. No, the first sign of abuse, leave and be through with it. That's the public PSA, public service announcement from They Gonna Feel Me podcast. If they putting their hands on you, or if it's verbal abuse, leave.
And if you're an up-and-coming pop star, maybe it's a bad idea for you to sleep with 3, other pop stars at the same time. That's wild. She really got a train ran on her and admitted it. Wow.
I can't believe you just now seeing that.
I know. Right?
That's just bro. She
wow,
really
that's
did
crazy.
that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, one thing I can say is this though, it's I can't say I did forget about the Carucci thing. Him having the whole issue with Carucci Tran and him and her putting a restraining order on him. So I saw where some of the females are coming from, and they're like, "Oh, he's a woman beater." But I mean, it's two incidents that happened. That doesn't kill a person's career, especially if they learn from the incident that they had that happened. And then when you look at the list of females that he's done a feature with, you've got Danny Lay, you've got her, you've got Tinashe, and the list goes on. Those are multiple black female recording artists that are popping, that are popular, and he's helped put them on. He's also done a track with Ella Mai. He's done a track with SZA, if I'm not mistaken, and damn, what's the girl name? Can't remember. I always forget her name, but I listen to her music. Summer Walker. He did a song with Summer Walker as well. So he's done a lot of songs with a lot of black 7th Street. Yep, 7th Street or whatever. He does a lot of songs with a lot of black females. So it's like you can't bash the dude for an incident that he had happened so many years ago. When if we peel the curtain back on your house and we brush up on your porch, how many niggas have you put your hands on? How many females have you put your hands on? Come on, bro. It's crazy. And the amount of reaching that folks were doing with all of that. At the end of the day, the argument stops when it came out that Rihanna forgave the dude. The argument should have stopped at that point. It should have never been brought up again. She forgave him. They both were in the wrong. It is here. It's here, there, and it's gone.
And
he was actually cheering her while she was doing her halftime for the Super Bowl. He was actually, he made that story, Go Girl, or, made that post on his Instagram, during the Super Bowl while Rihanna was performing.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like you gotta give people respect, man. I mean, he made a mistake. We've all made mistakes. We've all done things that people don't know about that we hope never comes to light. So I don't want to hear shit from anybody. You know what I mean? So,
baby, who cares? No, who cares? Let's move on to the next topic. Baby, I fuck with that song. That shit good.
Yeah, that's not hard.
It's
definitely hard.
Same shout time.
Speaking of Chris Brown is a man of many hair colors. He's a man of the hair persuasion. So I feel like that perfectly leads me on into the next topic. Fellas, what is a reasonable, and I'm not speaking to my ball brothers over here. What is a reasonable price?
You got to introduce that right. Jalen
Rose. The ball niggas over here that go buy a $5 shaver.
Since 2022, I might have a whole head of hair. on the backside of my head. You know, I don't know.
Unless you getting your George Jefferson on over there.
I'm bald as fuck.
Boy, got the cul-de-sac.
Fellas, y'all tell me what's a reasonable price for a haircut? Because your boy Jalen Rose came out and he said $100 is what you got to spend on a good haircut. Do y'all agree or disagree? And if you disagree, what's the price that you would pay for it?
Man, hell no. And I mean, the funniest thing to me is like Jalen Rose gets every fucking hair treatment that you can get from his barber, and he want to talk about spending $100. I think you need to be spending a little bit more on your haircut, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Boy got the black ice spray, you know what I'm saying?
That boy don't get that deluxe package, dude. Like when you go to the car wash,
when you go to the car wash,
why you paying $100?
His package ain't even on the damn selection. Cause
let me get that J Rose.
They got a special package for him. But anyway, it's like,
let me get that Jamie Foxx from 2010.
For the normal person, I would say here in Memphis we spend about $35 on a haircut. I would say I would be willing to spend about $50. You know what I'm saying, on a haircut, and I think that's fair. But a lot of these dudes that be talking about they spending $100, that's professionals, that's celebrities, bro. Y'all need to get y'all money back. Y'all paying barbers $1,000. I done seen some of y'all guys' haircuts, bro, and I just be like, my barber, hey, let me hook you up with my barber because, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like you got your haircut, bro. You out there looking like KD with the, you know what I'm saying? Not the bees. Boy got the cucker bugs on his head. You know what I'm saying? like my boy.
Not the cucker bugs. I'm sleep.
I'm just saying, but to me, $35 to $50 is what people should be paying. Is a good price.
Dang. I really ain't got much input on this because from an early age, I've been cutting my, I've always cut my own hair when I was able to do it. I always figured like, hey, why pay somebody if I can do it, if I can do it myself. Plus, I went bald, I'm lazy. So I just go bald. I've been going bald for years. So I'm like, I'm not paying. I ain't paying nobody. I can do that. I can do that myself. Let's be real.
I mean, some of y'all walking around looking like Carlos Boozer, talking about y'all. You pay y'all barber $1,000, bro. Like $100 to $1,000.
Ain't getting it all painted on it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's straight Beijing, ain't it?
I'm just saying, cause
I feel like niggas like started getting like celebrities, like and then all this social media, and they like, I need to up the price. Like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I know it's been a decade since the kid needed to go and get a shape up. I miss the days when it was like $20, like it was a hot $20. Maybe I make it 25 with a tip, 30 maybe with a tip. Like, I mean, me and Rob, we probably pay $0. Like, give me a quick little shave in, while I'm taking a shower.
Free 99, bro.
Good.
Free 99.
But yeah, like I don't.
Now,
like,
I ain't hating on you barbers. Hey, you get your money. However you can get it. Somebody out there that's gonna pay you. Hey, then you got some barbers that's traveling. Hey, if you pay them extra, they will come to your house and, with the privacy. Hey, they'll come to your house and with appointments and all that stuff. Then you got the guys, the VIP. They come in. If you want to pay extra, you can skip air. You skip everybody if you want to pay.
But then some of these whole ass barbers, they'll be like, all my cuts are VIP. Like,
nah. Hey, I had somebody one time, dude, pay me to skip me, then pay the VIP cost. I'm like, go ahead, dog, get your haircut.
Do your thing, my boy. Do your thing.
Go get your haircut, cuz.
I will say though, like every so often, I mean, yeah, I could shave up my own shit, but like I probably do that shit bad. Probably be going against the grain just to make it feel smooth and what have you. But I can't say I had to go to a barber and kind of see his routine, to kind of be like, oh, let me introduce that into like what I do. Because I went to a barber and like I forgot to shave before I went to work. I didn't have to be there just then, so I went to like a barbershop. Dude, balded me up real quick, and it was kind of dope. He put like the exfoliating shit on my head, and like several other things, and I mean, I paid way more than I wanted to, but it was for convenience. And I was like, okay, let me do this when I get to the crib. Let me go get some head scrub. Let me go get some essential oils. Let me see what I can do. You know, it's when y'all niggas got beards that they really be whooping y'all though.
That's what I was finna get into. That's what I was
ain't whooping me.
Because the one thing I will disagree with, and I done seen this on the cut. Of course, now barbers got the barber app where you can book your appointment in advance. You show up, which is a plus. So that way you ain't got to get your barber number. Hey, can you lock me in? You got this date open. We well past them, early 2000 days, right? So I'm perfectly fine with doing that. The one thing that I hate to see is you log on the app, and I done made this mistake before. You book the appointment, right? It's $40. All right, bam, I'm finna pay $40. I'm thinking I'm getting the full whop the bam. I get in there, nigga just line me up, fade me, and that's it. I'm like, yo, what's up with the face, my boy? I'm bearded. He was like, oh, no, bro, that's an extra 20. What the fuck? What you mean it's an extra 20? An extra 20? Like, now that's where y'all be getting over, brother. Just include it in the price, okay? Include it in, all right? Don't be charging me extra when I show up, especially if you see that I got a beard. And then the dude that I went to, the haircut wasn't even worth that. I've went to some people where, you know what I'm saying, hey, I don't mind paying extra for, the beard and everything like that. But there's only two barbers. My barber that I found here in Austin, and then, of course, Ace back home in Memphis. Them the only two barbers I'm going to go to. I'm sitting to shout out to Ace and shout out to my boy JG. If you watching this, I appreciate you, my brother. I ain't had a haircut in a minute because he been on vacation and I ain't been able to go because I've been sick and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. And I'm not finna go nowhere else because I done came out looking like the bum on the side of the street and I just paid $40 for my haircut. I don't appreciate it. Man, so some of you niggas be getting over because I'm gonna keep it a bean. Some of y'all be getting over.
Some of them, I went to a barber here downtown, like right around the corner, and man had my line looking all crazy. Like,
be confident too. Son. I mean, you ever went to a barber and his barber cape stink? That nigga flap that shit. That nigga flap that shit and smell like mothballs. I'm gonna punch that nigga in the jaw. The fuck wrong with you, boy?
Hey, I will say this though. I will say this. For men, and I believe everybody can agree with this. For men, when you go to a barber or if you do it yourself, don't nothing feel like a fresh new haircut. Like the confidence you feel, man, you feel like you the coolest dude in the world when you get a fresh cut, a fresh line.
If it's five.
Oh yeah,
boy, you get what they say on Dragon Ball Z. He's over level 3,000,
9,000,
9,000, or whatever the hell.
Boy, you can't tell a brother nothing with a new haircut.
Fresh haircuts.
Maybe I would have kept on getting haircuts if they didn't start like putting Beijing in my shit. Like I was like,
hold on. Did you tell them to do it or did they just do it?
The nigga got to the end of the fucking haircut and then he just started painting on shit and I was like, I thought it was Sheen or something, and then all of a sudden,
that boy went Bob Ross on you. He got a little phthalo blue.
Ashes and shit. Pencil bills all across my fucking shirt. Like, don't surprise me with that shit, my nigga.
It's like, when they had the Beijing, bro, I used to have to tell my barber, hey, don't give me that. I don't want that. But now with the new stuff that they got, it look a lot with the fibers and stuff like that. It look a lot more realistic. Like it don't look like
that boy colors inside the line on your beard.
Nigga, you fuck around and you sweat. We in the South.
You ain't gonna sweat. This stuff actually stays in your hair. Like you ain't gonna sweat this out. Like the new stuff.
That technology wasn't around when I was getting
we was on there, boy. He used to hit you with that shit. You get in the shower, it's on the
like, it's
on the shower floor.
I'd be like, nah. Then they spray it on your beard. I didn't have no beard, no line like this. So I used to spray the line for me. We'll be walking around.
Nigga, all of a sudden just grew a full beard and it left 72 hours later. What the fuck?
I don't know if y'all ever seen Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani when he was when he was speaking outside.
Bruh, that era and black man's haircut, bro, was tragic. You know
That
what
shit
I'm
was
saying?
tragic, bro. That shit was tragic.
That was
as hell.
tragic.
That was tragic.
You go
as
to a
hell,
fucking
yeah,
barber.
dog.
This nigga push your line back. Got your head look like fucking
That's the only way he can fix it.
Colts logo and shit.
Looking like Stephen A. Smith hairline.
You want to
Looking
fix
like a
it?
fucking looking like a horseshoe on your fucking head. Then motherfucking paint in the void. The fuck.
Motherfucker, shake
Man,
that
wanna
bottle
fix it
up.
with the Beijing.
Hit a little
cuz.
ball like it's a spray paint bottle. He's shaking that up. He
That
pull,
boy be
that
better off to get some shoe polish.
he pull out the blue card that's half black because he done spray painted like 4 other niggas' heads before yours. Ah, nigga, you third in line. Come on. Oh, shit be cold as hell
That
as
cold
soon as
ass
it
man.
make
I was just about to
Shit
say
be
that.
cold as hell as soon
It
as
be
it make
cold as hell, bro.
Nigga flinch hard and shit. Damn, cuz, chill. I don't even want no more. Wipe that shit off, bro. I just go out like that. Fuck it. I don't even want it.
Nigga, what? Shit. I remember sometimes I just go out to the car and wipe that shit off myself. Like, get
Get a wet towel and just like
Oh, that shit terrible, bro.
You paid $40 for that?
Nigga paid $40 for a bottle of spray paint.
Man. And some of you barbers, that was y'all trick. You niggas was trash. You niggas was trash. That Beijing used to be what saved y'all fucking haircuts. Y'all niggas use that to hide the authenticity of your trash ass haircut. That's what you used to do.
Bro.
Nah, nigga, get in the lab and get better. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no disrespect to the good barbers out
bruh.
there. No
No
disrespect to the
disrespect.
No
good
know.
disrespect to the good barbers.
But some of y'all Beijing saved y'all life. I'm just gonna
I was
put it
It's gonna
out.
be a trending topic, Beijing barbers.
You know, I would flirt with the idea of, you know, they got all these viral videos of niggas getting the male weave. I would, for a costume. Like, if it was Halloween, and like I was trying to look like somebody, I get some Killmonger dress or some shit installed, like because like I can't do that shit consistently. Like y'all niggas know I'm bald. All of a sudden I'm looking like motherfucking 1995 again.
Boy,
Like, that don't make
out
sense.
here looking like Jimmy Butler.
Exactly.
Cuz nigga had. Boy.
That man there, boy. Took them locks and put them in his head. Boy, what the hell is he
ain't
doing,
boy.
man?
What is we doing, bro? We out here getting extensions. We getting fake abs.
Hey,
This shit don't
hey.
look bad sometimes.
When you think about it, though, now, the females can sit here and put a whole
Hey, man,
wig
that's
on.
fine, cuz.
They throw the
And that
makeup
shit-
on. They throw the nails. They
I
throw
get
the
it.
lashes.
I get
it.
And they consider the
straight
baddie.
up.
But if my nigga LC put some locks in his head and he come home and take them off, he a trick. Like, come on, bro. It don't match. Come on now.
take
We
me-
got
That's my
Take me
whole
as I am.
Killmonger,
So-
my whole Killmonger beside my bed, okay, and go to fuck to sleep.
we just got to
Reinstall.
Dog.
I'm
At the end of the day,
gonna get the baby hairs and quotation marks like you know. Or
Not the baby.
stop that shit. By the way, motherfucker got 2 commas on the side of your head. Like I hate that shit with women. Like you know.
dog, I know a chick. I worked with a chick.
Uh-oh.
Literally, black as night. That bitch looked like a fucking gorilla. She put makeup on. She looked like a goddess. The first time I saw her, she had on makeup. I was like, damn, okay.
That's just girls being girls right there.
That motherfucker came in one day without the makeup on, scared the shit out of me. So I don't want to hear nothing, my boy. LC, get your Killmonger on, because if that motherfucker can go from looking like a goddamn silverback,
I'm stuck in the basement. Boy, Will Smith.
It's gonna be a
look in the basement, sitting on a tricycle, girl, getting on my nerves.
That's gonna be me.
Going out of my mind, I thought she was fine. Don't know if her body is hers.
All right, man. On to the next topic. At the end of the day, if your barber's worth $100, spend it. You dumb as fuck if you do that. 50 or less. That's all you should be spending. Next topic, man. Let's talk about this Super Bowl. So first off, shout out to both Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, the first 2 black quarterbacks we got to see in the NFL. Super Bowl, right? So either way it goes, we won, fellas. We
winning
won at the end of the day. You feel me? But of course, one of them had to be the victor, and it was young Patrick Mahomes, which is I figured was going to happen. But you guys tell me what you thought about the outcome. Were you happy with it? What y'all think gonna happen going forward?
I mean, folks know me. You know what I'm saying? And Jalen used to play for my boys, the Crimson Tide. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all ain't want no more though, bro.
Devon, yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? But I still always loved Jalen, you know, and I always supported him no matter, even when he went to Oklahoma, and then getting drafted, you know, into the league. And of course, you know, I still support him with the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, Devonta is on the team too, and AJ, a former Titan, you know, as well. I really wanted to see them win, but I like Patrick Mahomes too. So for me, it was a win-win. I would have loved to see Jalen get a ring. Him and Devonta and AJ get a ring, but unfortunately, it didn't happen for them. But it was a great Super Bowl, man. Like from start to finish, you know, when Patrick Mahomes
so much finish. That went on damn hold.
When Patrick Mahomes got hit and it looked like he was out of the game, I don't know what kind of concoction they gave that man at halftime.
Them drugs.
I don't know what they gave him, but it showed like it was over when he was grimacing on the sideline. So, but anyway, he played pretty much the best game a quarterback can play, man. Like, you know, you want to talk about perfection. You want to talk about him being Himothy. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes,
Sir Himothy the first,
is him, bro. Like, and that's what I took away from this Super Bowl. Like, he is, you know, trending towards being, you know, he is the best quarterback in the NFL, but he's trending towards hopefully, you know, in the future maybe being one of, if not the greatest quarterback of all time. So I don't want to put that on him right now, but I mean he's up there with, you know, as one of the greats. You know what I'm saying? So.
I mean, I didn't have a dog. I didn't have a dog in the hunt, but if I had to cheer for somebody, it was Patrick Mahomes. Because you know I hate the Eagles because I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't stand the Eagles. So I wanted them to lose the most epic way possible if we could. But the game to me it was a testament to having a trio coach or a trio coaching staff, because everybody know at the end of the day Patrick Mahomes is one of the most gifted quarterbacks ever, and okay, you know, with the ankle and everything, that was cool. It was cool. But the way Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy coached the offensive side of that game, it was masterful, because if you looked at it throughout the whole year, you know, Philadelphia's defense, you know, they led the league in sacks. You know, their defense was supposed to be this, their defense was supposed to be that. Even though, by the way, as a caveat, my boy Dak Prescott put 40 on them in the regular season, but that's neither here nor there. But you hear about the Philadelphia defense, whatever. But if you looked at that game, everybody knows you got Kelsey. Everybody knows you got Kelsey. Everybody knows he's all world, whatever. But every time Kelsey caught a pass, he was wide open. There was nobody within 10 to 15 yards of that boy. And you thinking in your head, like, how in the world everybody see this big white boy? Everybody, I'm like, come on now, you don't break the huddle and you don't find, hey, where's Travis Kelce? You know, but if you look at the way they were scheming it up, and then you look at those 2 touchdowns that they scored, they used the same play. Just ran the same play on the right side, then turned right back around and ran the same play on the left side, because they had paid attention to Darius Slay. And when he sees a man come in motion, he turns his back and runs. And they watch film, and they were like, "Hey, we just gonna fake motion. We gonna come halfway, turn right back around, and go back out." And the guy just walked in. You know, Sky Moore was on one, and I can't remember his name. Kadarius Toney for the other one. I mean, it was just crazy. But it shows you the level of coaching. The level of coaching can take you to that next level, and you have to be elite to win a Super Bowl, because that is one of the hardest things. It's one of the hardest things to do. So shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, but shout out to Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, I mean, I will say the game plan was definitely really good from the start of the game. You know, with them throwing some of those quick passes and getting the ball out of Mahomes' hands. You know, I noticed immediately. I was like, oh shit! Like Kansas City, you know, they really studied the Eagles, and they had a trill ass game plan. And let's not forget, Pacheco was out there going crazy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like
he was.
he really kept the Eagles honest. Like they couldn't, you know, do what they really wanted to do because he was busting their head, you know, when it came to the run game. And Travis Kelce, I mean, he's just an elite receiver. Like I know people talk about his size, but they don't realize how gifted he is as a route runner and, you know, the moves that he puts on people out there as well. But yeah, you know, shouts out to the coaching staff, and again, to the Kansas City Chiefs. And shouts out to my boy Jalen, because he had a hell of a game. You know what I'm saying? Like
he definitely did.
Dude ran for three touchdowns, bro. He put it all out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to my boy Jalen.
Shouts out to ESPN for taking that bullshit ass post that head down too, because they immediately posted a picture of Patrick Mahomes stepping over Jalen. And there was so many people, including myself, on Twitter that was like, take that shit down, because he did. First off, Jalen outplayed Patrick Mahomes, if we're going to be honest about it. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes. His defense just didn't show up. Patrick Mahomes' defense made more plays, which is ironic as hell to say. I mean, I don't know if it was just me, man. That whole game had a Tom Brady feel. You know how most of them Super Bowls outside of the LA Rams Super Bowl, most of them Super Bowls Tom Brady was in, they was typically either close or they were down, but it always just felt like, hey, they ain't finna win. They ain't finna lose this game. Tom Brady finna come back and he finna wheel them to victory. And that's exactly how I felt. I was like, it was like every time that they actually needed a stop, they got a stop. Every time they needed a stop, they got one. And then people want to keep talking about, you know, the whole holding thing. The only thing I can agree on is, hey, it's a bad time in the game to call it. What about the blatant holding, the blatant pass interference that they missed in the second quarter, right before halftime, when dude held Juju Smith-Schuster? And that there's no telling what that could have led to, right? So, did it kind of sour the game that the ref had to blow the whistle there? Yeah, but I mean, dude came out and said, "Hey, I did hold him." So, you know, I was just hoping he didn't see it. So it is what it is. But I don't feel like that decided the game. I feel like Philly's defense not getting a sack decided the game. And the first thing that I said was, you see the difference between playing the fourth string quarterback and a fucking elite quarterback, right? It's easy as hell to come out there against San Francisco and beat up on the third, fourth dude down the line because your third string quarterback can't throw the ball. But you know, when you facing Patrick Mahomes, that's a completely different beast, and y'all can't even get a sack on him. Shout out to Kansas City's offensive line for holding it down for him, and shout out to Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid and that offense for putting together a great offensive scheme, because there's no way you should have been able to come down with the same formation on two separate plays and throw a touchdown on two opposite sides of the field. That shouldn't happen. But either way it go, like I said, we won regardless. So, man, y'all know how we wrap this thing up after every show that we do. Y'all tell me what's the best thing that y'all have seen either all week or during the time that we've been off, that we ain't been on here. Y'all talk to me.
I go for me.
Go ahead.
For me, I just started, and it hasn't. I mean, it's called Perfect Match on Netflix, and anybody know me and know I love reality dating shows, but it's pretty cool. You know, normal run of the mill where you got singles in the house, and people have to go back and forth trying to find out if they're compatible, with each other. I just think it's really interesting because they're having different people from different reality shows that have appeared on Netflix, whether it's Love is Blind, whether it's The Mole, or different other shows that actually are appearing on Netflix. So, Perfect Match is it's pretty entertaining entertaining television. So if you're looking at some guilty pleasure just to kill time, check it out.
I'm the resident comic book fan here, the comic book nerd. So, of course, I just came from seeing Ant-Man, Ant-Man movie, and it was good. Being a fan of comic book movies is not hard for me to go into a movie, even if it gets like bad reviews. I'm still gonna watch it for myself to see how I feel it out. And Jonathan Majors, I'm really excited to see him in Creed. Like that man, he really is a great actor. I like the presence that he brings. I like and he brought a really good performance to this particular movie. If you're not paying attention to him as an actor, I feel as if you should continue to see it. And honestly, with all this time that we took out, I could easily mention the best thing I've seen, but the worst thing I've seen since last time I saw y'all and now is the fucking Menu. Like, movies be making it to goddamn streaming so damn quick, and that shit could have stayed where the fuck it was. Like, that movie, I just didn't like it. It was not as good as everybody was hyping shit up to be. But that's off topic. Go see Ant-Man if you had opportunity.
Yeah, they need to bring Lovecraft Country back, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Jesus.
I think it was mentioned that it was only written for one season, so it wasn't that it was canceled or anything like that.
Nah, I think
I think
they canceled it.
They could have wrote more. I mean, it was a fantasy.
I think it was something to do with, well, we ain't gonna talk about it, but
probably because it was talking about what we know it was talking about,
and
the
all
history
that
of
stuff.
slavery and all that other shit. Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, I guess the best thing I've seen all week would probably be BMF. You know what I'm saying? The latest episode. Glad that it's back. The thing that I love the new season. I love the characters, but I just can't stand Lamar, and I hate that they found a way to bring him back into the show. We all saw the end of the first season, bro. Like, how is this man still living? And then running around like he ain't shit wrong with him, even though he got a colostomy bag. Terrorizing people.
And you befriended a dog.
Befriended a dog, then bit the owner ear off. Like, come on, bro. Like, what am I watching? Why is this dude so evil and sadistic and just still able to run around? Like, can Karma just come get this nigga already? You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. But anyway, it's a good season. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for my boy B Mickey. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, my guy. I mean, like, I don't want to tell the episode if you ain't watched it, but y'all, if y'all been watching this, if y'all been watching this,
I haven't seen it yet, but I knew it was coming.
If y'all been watching the season, y'all know what B Mickey has been doing. So and this episode is basically the end of that relationship that he has with the cop.
We don't know though. We don't know.
Man,
what's so crazy though is it is ironic. I saw something on Twitter. It was like Lamar running around here leaving dead bodies in the middle of the street. And what's the black officer name? He's so focused on Big Meat.
Focused on beats.
He's so focused on Meat. He didn't worry about that shit.
He don't even care about Lamar. Like, dog, the dude out here shooting folks with a shotgun in broad daylight.
He killing folks with a shotgun and dumped in his shit bag on him. And he don't care about that.
He's just worried about meats. I'm like, dog, what beats do to you this is so bad?
That shit terrible, bro.
No, did he hit the woman? Did he hit his partner? Did he hit his partner?
Hit the partner, he hit the partner in the hotel room. What that boy say? He said, if you need somebody to handle, you need somebody to handle that for you. And then let's not even talk about the dad.
That's what I was going.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
when he went back to
girl, say you can't even turn around. You can't even look me in the eyes. You had them things.
pressed up. She pressed up against that boy. That boy said,
Oh. That boy said, oh.
Somebody on Twitter said, I know Charles Wiggins said she put them sag ass titties on the phone.
That's why I said
oh my god, bro. But anyway, I mean, BMF is pretty good. I'm interested to see where they take this season, you know, in the character development. And another show that I would say that I've been watching as well is The Last of Us. I don't know if any of y'all been watching The Last of Us.
It's on Amazon, ain't it?
Nah, it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max, okay.
But The Last of Us is really good. It's based on the video game. You know, The Last of Us. It's really good. It varies a little bit, but it's pretty spot on. So, you know, it's been a very good show so far. So check out The Last of Us if you haven't.
That's what's up. I can say the best thing that I've seen in recent time would have been You. I watched me and my wife, of course, binge watched the whole first season to the 2-part season. We watched that whole first piece that they put out. And it was pretty good. Of course, it's a cliffhanger, so it's building the suspense for part 2 that they're gonna put out. So I'm waiting on that. I can also say, man, today I was watching. They had the Marvelous weekend on FX, and they were playing a lot of the Marvel movies. And I just forgot how, you know, the Avengers formed and how good those movies were leading up to the Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame, and everything like that. So, man, just big props to them with how they did that. And it just shows how they're light years ahead of freaking DC, bro. Like, watching all the movies going back to Thor and all of that, that's crazy.
Did you see the new trailer for The Flash?
I saw the new trailer for The Flash. Yeah. I saw that during the Super Bowl.
Cold. Like,
it looked like it's gonna be cold.
Yeah,
it's gonna be cold.
I mean, DC they've been stepping
shaking
up
some shit. They've been shaking up some shit in recent too.
Yeah,
so,
DC.
Like it's gonna be cold till you get to the movie theater and the fucking movie 2 hours long and you only got 3 fights. Aquaman was pretty good. The new Batman movie was pretty good. So I'm interested. Batman was straight. Nah, it was good, bro. I love the Batman movie.
Honestly, I feel like the Ben Affleck is the best Batman so far, arguably. Just from a realism standpoint, he seemed like he more is Bruce Wayne than the others.
Mm-hmm. I'll say during our time out, it's a toss up, man. The best thing that I saw while I was out, of course, I got to get a nod to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Gotta get a nod to that, man. That movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you ain't, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it. If you didn't cry during that movie, especially during the first when you first watched it, bro, I went to it was so crazy because when we went to the movies to see it, it was a Saturday, of course. I had something happen at work. I was pissed off when we went to see it. And then, you know, we in Austin, so I'm lost as fuck trying to get to the movie theater. My phone died. So I'm pissed. I'm walking into the movie theater with a mean face on. Nigga, get in there and they play the opening scene where she trying to, you know what I'm saying, get the thing to save, and she found out that he ain't make it. She started crying. That shit broke me down. I said, God damn, already? But I have to say, it's a toss up between that and Avatar, man. I don't know if y'all saw Avatar. Avatar was good as fuck. Avatar was good as fuck.
I've heard it's really good.
Avatar was
I've heard
it's
good.
Fuck.
It's really good. They said
Avatar is
for a
real
long
good,
movie.
bro.
Like they said, it's really, really good.
It's real.
So.
Like I've never sat there and really, outside of Avengers, I've never really just sat there and watched a 3-hour movie and been that glued to the screen. Like typically, if I'm watching a 3-hour movie, I'm pulling my phone out, I'm looking through shit, or I'm falling asleep and then waking back up. But like during Avatar, bro, I watched that whole movie. You were stuck to the screen. That's another one, bro. Like it's certain scenes in that movie that will make a grown man cry. It'll make you tear up. It's some good scenes in that movie.
I guess for that movie, it was kind of like a thing of, I heard mixed reviews. I definitely feel as if, like, you know, no matter what technology they've been working on, they should have came out with this movie at least 5 or more years ago. You know, like, I mean, it's not to say that the movie got to be bad because it took a long time, but it ain't gonna have that same magic as the first movie did, and they should have like brought it out a lot sooner to capitalize on the music magic that the first Avatar had, in my opinion. But to your point about Black Panther, I will say the scene that got to me is like when they had that scene from behind Lupita and you saw that shape. I got a thing for Lupita, you know what I'm saying?
See, Lupita.
Lupita
nice,
cuz. She was looking right, cuz. She was looking right.
I would have gave her a baby too, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
You would have gave her a baby and dipped off too?
Yeah.
The best thing I seen when we was out was, of course, I went to Paris, so I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? I just want to encourage my people, man. If y'all ain't traveling, if you got the means to travel, get outside your city, and go explore the world and get to experience other cultures, man. It's such a experience, and it's life changing, and it's something that you know what I'm saying, you would want to do before you leave this world. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't live life in a bubble, man. Like, and that's one thing I can appreciate, about me and my wife, especially recently, we've been traveling a lot more. So, and just seeing the world. So, Paris is definitely a great place to go, the Eiffel Tower, the food and just everything, the culture, and the people are really, really nice. So, definitely
in
recommend.
France, the people are nice.
Yeah, people was really nice, man.
Not what everybody says, but okay.
That's what I've heard people say that people are assholes, but they were really nice, But
then again, you're from Memphis, so
yeah, so
exactly. Everybody mean there.
Yeah.
You check for no reason.
Could be.
So
fuck you mean, Pierre? Like that's why I imagine you got a pocket with a Memphis nigga.
Officially made it to the end of the episode. We appreciate you for staying this long. If you've made it this far, fellas, drop in the damn comments how much you spend on your haircut. And if you a lady, you get your haircut too, probably. So shit, I don't know. What the fuck? Anyway.
Some of y'all do.
Some of y'all do. So, hey, look, drop how much you spend on the haircut. Fuck, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm listening to swag surfing in my ear, so it's all good. At the end of the day, man, we appreciate the love and support. I know y'all been waiting on it. We back, and we gonna keep that content coming each and every week as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, share so your mama can see it, your daddy can see it. Share so your bitch ass barber can see it, and tell them to stop charging you so much. That whole cake ass nigga.
Only the one that uses baseball. Only the ones that use baseball.
I was finna go there, boy. I can't say it. But at the end of the day, if you didn't feel us before, we back, so you gonna feel us some more.
I heard this one.
Now get the fuck off my screen, bitch ass nigga.
Hey, it's your boy Rob from the They Gon' Feel Me podcast. And if you want more authentic conversation from authentic men, check out this